Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Boy Gardening. My name is Nigel, and today it is spring. I have so many new emergence in my greenhouse, so I thought like I should show you guys. But also like I feel like I should talk to you guys about what's happening, some updates, what's happening in the plant community. Um, I'm not sure if you guys are caught up, but mostly I feel like the dramas are happening in the Facebook groups. And so if you're not in the national Facebook groups, then you are probably missing on these things. But nonetheless, we should talk and then I can show you some plants while we talk. So there are a lot of red emergence in my greenhouse. I am going to pull out this one first. I haven't shared this one on my channel before. So this is a NSE port self, and I got these as like tiny little seedlings during winter, and now they have become this size. This is backlit, so it's really hard for you to see the color. But it is like a pinkish salmon tone. So it looks really red like this backlit. Um, it's probably like a not a good time to film right now. But yeah, you can see how distinct the color is, and I really like the shape of this. It has this like very triangular shape. So I think what really differentiates the NSE port is that it has a very pointy top, very triangular, sharp kind of look. And I guess like in the end you can just see this contrast of colors. So this is something that I have been. Oh, and look at the roots. So this is in a tree fern mixed with perlite, and the roots are just loving it. And in my previous video, I was talking about mossification, right? And so you can see there are roots growing into the moss that is underneath the pot in the trays. So yeah, this is a way for me to not worry about over or underwatering. The moss will be my best partner here. And so yes, I will link the moss I use in the description below. It's on Amazon, and I feel like I'm on a subscription for these moss right now. I just keep buying them because there's just endless plants. I mean, like, there's always more plants around me. So there's just like more opportunities to use the moss on the plants. So yeah, you see this one doesn't have moss on it, so I will have to mossify it. But yes, this one is one of I'm this is not my creation. This one I bought the seedlings as I think was it like 1 or 2 leaf seedlings, like really like tiny seedlings. And the mother plant is owned by another seller. But yeah, this is a self of the NSE port, and so far the results has been really good, really consistent. Love the shape, love the color. Well, talking about color, I have so many more variegated plants now. I'm so happy because this is one of my goals this year, right? To only buy or very mostly buy variegated and Variegated looking anthuriums. And so this is one of the plants. I did an unboxing for this too, but you can see this is a crystallinum that is variegated, and this one is crazy. So I thought that it's just gonna be it's just one plant like growing out from one growth point. In the end, there is this leaf and this leaf. It's actually two different growth points, and these two growth points, they have their own new leaf. So there's 1, 2, and then there's this new leaf at the back. And the thing is, there was also another growth point that's being activated. And so I guess this became like 3 plants, you know? And so I haven't decided what to do with it yet. I will cut it. There are people who are requesting it already. And yeah, but I just want to wait for all these beautiful new leaf to harden first. They are still expanding, but you can see these have very different level of variegation. This one looks more like blackish, darker. This one is, I mean, they're all genetically the same. It's just, you know, different level of expression. Ooh, but this is like so pretty. This one just doesn't want to come out. But this is like such nice marbling shape. Such nice marbling. Well, talking about multicolor, I'm not sure if you guys know about the Saga with the rare plant fairy. Well, I wasn't really like too interested because it's not anthuriums, but then like it got quite a stir. So it's about a philodendron white knight. I used to have so many of them. I used to sell them. Philodendron white knight. It is a philodendron that it's known for its green and white kind of variegation. And then the stem of the white knight, it's actually reddish. It has like reddish tone in it. So this is how you differentiate white knight from white wizard that has no redness, and then the white princess, which is pinkish. So you can tell by the stem. It's one way to differentiate what I call the trinity. Like back in the days, white knight, white princess, and white wizard are like the 3 that like you got to get them all. So I was back in the days one of them who got them all. Back then it was just so hard to get them, and of course they're more expensive too. But you want to get something that is also like high variegation, right? So I hunted down my 3 my trinity, but in the end, you know what, like I sold all of them. I don't really sell philodendrons anymore. But nonetheless, the Saga, it's about philodendron white knight. And so I'll just do like a TLDR. This person has this white knight that has 4 colors, so like multi-colors. And then she called this one quad colored white knight. And rare plant fairies, the boss, Jocelyn, they did like a trade. And so then rare plant fairy got the plant. And I'm not sure what's the trade is. And then rare plant fairy decided to sell this plant, and on the website it's like called like Skittles. So philodendron Skittles. And they come up with Skittles because allegedly, like the story is that the staff they just thought like, oh, we should just dub it Skittles because there's like so many different colors, more than 4 colors. There's even like some silver, some gray silver in it. Yeah, and so that plant, philodendron white knight Skittles, philodendron Skittles, whatever. It went for $2,900. It sold for $2,900. So the Saga came out about a week-ish ago when the original the original owner of that plan, she came out with a statement and said that like it is deceitful, it's unethical for Rare Plant Fairy to market this plant as Skittles and also to sell it for $2,900. Wow. So the thing is, this person has some claim to it because she owns the mother plant. The mother plant is then like propagated into different propagations, different clones, but they are exactly the same genetic makeup. So they are clones, right? So I think she still owns. Yeah, this seller definitely owns the original mother plant, and then the propagation that she gave to Rare Plant Fairy. That one, I don't know, like Rare Plant Fairy probably like use it for TC, I don't know, or for further propagation to get more, right? This is how like, you make money from plants, like you get more and more by chopping them up or by breeding them through pollination. And so there's this big just controversy about, like, is it ethical to do such a thing? You kind of have your name on this plant and then you sell it for so much more. I think this person used to sell this for a couple of hundreds, definitely not like four figures, a couple of $100. And so right now she's also doing a auction on a cutting of this quad color or Skittles. We just call it Skittles because it's the same identical genetic makeup, right? Different expression, right? So different plants can express their genes differently based on nutrition, based on conditions, based on whatever, based on amount of love you show it. But yes, so this lady, she is auctioning the plant, and I think the reserve is probably kept at like 400. Yeah, so it's still $100 plant. It's still like expensive. Yeah, I mean, like White Knight, White Knight's prices has, I mean, like a normal one, not like a quad color or whatever. White Knight, White Wizard, White Princess prices has really like dropped to maybe a quarter of what it used to be. It used to be like 200-ish. I mean, there was crazy times where it's like 300-400, right, for a nice size one with nice color. But now it's dropped to like less than 100. Yeah, I'm so like out of touch with philodendrons. But yes, it is really like a big plunge in the price. And so I guess like, there is a lot of emotions. There's a lot of emotions when it comes to pricing, when it comes to, somebody selling your clone. And so yeah, this is not quad color. This is this pink. There is green, light green, dark green, but it's not quartz color. But yes, so this is the Saga, and I really like. So I've been reading through the comments, and there's this comment that I really like that is saying how like you can name the plant whatever you want, and it's up to the people to accept it or not, and to just like go along with it or not. It's really like up to you, so like if you can call it, and this is and like I feel like oh, this is so hard to kind of like put into words. I feel like Rare Plant Fairy has put a good amount of work in their branding, in their overall like aesthetic, in like the collaborations with Doc Block, with their involvement in all the plant shows and stuff. Like there is work done for a business to have its brand, and using its brand to leverage on this brand to sell a plant. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. They put in the work, which many people, they, probably don't consider, but it is work to build a reputation for yourself, to build a business, a brand, a system for yourself. And you become reliable, right? And then when people come to you, and they might want to pay a premium for getting a plan from you, to say, hey, I got this directly from this seller, or, Rare Plant Fairy, right? Then this plan gets its kind of like legitimacy, like its worth, because you have the receipts. I bought this from Rare Plant Fairy, and Rare Plant Fairy has this reputation of being reliable and having good quality control, right? So you know that, oh, this plant is probably like not going to be sold to you like pets, with pests, or like with rot, or some kind of problematic thing that come up later, right? So there is the branding that goes into this, and you cannot fault Rare Plant Fairy for using that, because it will be discounting what this business has been doing in building itself up over years, right? And now, like Rare Plant Fairy, we all know what that is. Dog Block, we all know what that is. And so, yeah, I think, it is really up to the people. That is still my stance. I'm not gonna like buy the plant. Thank God I'm out of philodendrons. I'm not, gonna not buy the plant, or buy the plant, or tell people to buy the plant or not buy the plant, because there's also this very interesting observation that I kind of learned. It's that, there are people who are actually like insanely rich, that they would buy things without asking for the price. Yeah. And the thing is, like, if they like that, like throwing $2,900 on that plant is like nothing. Yeah, this, like sometimes when I'm on purges, and then like they're like clone purges, they're like, this is a clone from this person, blah blah blah. It is like $3,000. I'm like, oh my god, like, and the plan might or might not appeal to me, right? I might not think like, oh wow, it's like super like mesmerizing, whatever. But it's like, oh, this is a clone from this, is $3,000. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it. But the thing is, like, when I go back and check, it's sold. Somebody's willing to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for this plant because it has value in their eyes, based on the lineage, based on, like trust in the person who's selling and stuff like that. And you know what? Yeah. Just because you will not do that doesn't mean that, it is wrong for somebody else to do that. Just because you think that it is unethical to sell a plant at this price doesn't mean that it is unethical for the other person, because you are then projecting your judgment on yourself on them, right? If I were to sell this plant at a different name because I want to make more money, I would see myself as a scam, right? But the thing is, like, when somebody else do that, you are just pushing your values on them. Because the thing is, like, they might not see it that way. They might be like, oh my god, like, this is the plant that I love so much. I really want to honor it. I really want to maybe help with my branding, or just make naming easier, right? And so, yeah, we can all accept each other. Oh my gosh, I know, I've been talking so much, I haven't pulled out a plant. But it is something that, needs to be explained. Okay. Let's see. And the lighting is, I know, the lighting is not that bad. So maybe not that good. So maybe, just listen. This is one of my hybrids, and it's putting out a really nice leaf. For all the, people who disagree, or who doesn't like much of what I've been doing, Well, I haven't named this yet, so but yeah, this is one of mine. This is one of my creation. This is the Jungle Giant cross with the Facehugger. The Jungle Giant is a crystal item that I got from Berry. I grew it from seed. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. I really want to call it Mantis. Yeah, so this is crossed with the Facehugger. Okay, this crosses the Facehugger. The previous leaves did not have this closed sinus. Let's look at the new leaf, and it is da-da. Okay, I know this is. Should I just find another time to film this because it's sunset? Okay. I hope you guys can see this. I'm not doing it justice. Okay. Yeah, so this is like nice, beautiful red color. So yes, it is gonna give me more and more of this fused sinus, and I would like to call it Mantis because you see there's two little fillers at the top. So cute. Oh my goodness. Yes. Um yeah, so the legs are spidery like the face hugger. Whoop. It's spidery, very thin, long, so they look like legs. And then the few sinus, but then all the legs are kind of like um glittery like the jungle giant, which is a crystallina. The jungle giant is not in the greenhouse. It is in my living room. It has been banished there. I kind of like, retiring it from my breeding program because I don't know, like it's not that popular anymore. It is really like a very, very rigorous, very healthy like plant. But then the thing is, I don't know, I feel like it is not that popular. And it doesn't look so like spectacular enough for me to be like, oh my god, I'm gonna give it like a name that's really cool. I would just call it like Jungle Giant, you know. Okay. Another one too. I have so many blue velvet from Berry, and one of them has like a really good leaf. So I do use my blue velvet because I think mine are pretty legit in the sense that like they do have that blue look. Oh my god, the sprinkler system is going on. Oh no! Oh no! Girl. Oh my gosh. The sprinkler system of my of my oh my god, you know what? I'm gonna turn around. Wow, this is not even like the special effects. This is just like the mist. Why not? I turn around. Okay, wow, we are here. So you're seeing like the other side of my greenhouse. Okay, is everything okay? So the sun is not my best friend today. But yes, this is the other side of my greenhouse. Um, yes. So berries, blue velvet. Berries, blue velvet. I have one here that looks really nice with its immersion. So this one, I have like a lot of them. I used to just have seeds, and then I just like grew them out, and then I just sowed so many, um, and then I kept some for myself, and I was just like, oh, I actually see the beauty in them. And so I am using them as part of my breeding program. This is the new leaf. Okay, so this is the new leaf of the blue velvet. Let's see in the sun. Where is it? Where's the sun? Dun dun. Yeah. I think it would look redder if it is not wet. as you can see, like the mister, it just went off on its own. It detects the humidity of the space, and then So yes, this is the red velvet. Let's look at the O leaf. This is the O leaf. So I got a couple of these red velvet, but I'm not sure if you can see this. So it has like a nice bluish tone. I'm gonna find another plant that is not like doesn't have a bluish tone, and I can just like show you guys the contrast of plants that are let's see. Oh wow, actually, you know what I have. So I have so this blue velvet that I have, I got it like in 2020, right? So it's like pretty OG. I think it's probably like one of the first releases of this. So the blue velvet, it's a plant, the mother plant. It's owned by Berry Schwartz, and um, the blue velvets that is in the market right now is the selfing of the mom. So the mom is selfed, and then we get the blue velvet uh, as one, self one, right? So most of them are the selfing. The thing is, the the offsprings of the blue velvet or any plant that you self, because genetics, not all the seedlings are going to be genetically identical with the mother plant, even though it's like self-pollinated. So there's just you can see it this way, that like actually every seedling that came out of that pollination, it is in itself a clone, in the sense that like it has its own very unique genetic makeup. Yes, so not all the offsprings are the same. Some offsprings are different. So this one, it's from a batch, right? So I got a couple of more. One is on the floor, and then one's hanging. So my blue velvet that I keep, they are all from a single batch. Yes. And what happened with yeah, I do. Have you seen this enough yet? Woo! Oh my god, this is so pretty, so red. Yes. So what happened with the blue velvet is that the subsequent selfing from that is released, right, by Berry, that is released by the same person that got the mother plant, there seem to be like very, very big like variations that some of them look exactly completely different. Like you wouldn't even relate it, associate it with blue velvet, which is the mother plant. So that is that. It's pollution. So nonetheless, so firstly, all the plants are called blue velvet, right? They're all named blue velvet or blue velvet selfed. But then the thing is, like, among people who can call this blue velvet selfed, there's just the difference is like not minute. The difference is like a lot of difference. So I got one blue velvet. I traded this one over winter. This is a blue velvet, but it is a blue velvet with Fusinus, because I love Fusinus. So yes, this is a blue velvet with Fusinus. So we see that this is a, I don't know if it's a mutant or not. Okay, so this leaf, the oldest leaf is semi-fused. This leaf is completely fused. And then I don't know why, under my condition, this is the newest leaf that it got under my care. It has no fusinus. But I guess like you can postulate that like, oh, it's probably like contaminated, right? So the self is actually maybe some Forgetii pollen in the greenhouse, probably. I don't know, but just like possibly, gotten theirs, and so there is this. there's this few sinus coming up on this particular plant. And also you can see, so this is emergent, right? This is an emergent leaf. Let's look at it in sun. This is the emergent leaf. The emergent leaf come out greenish, not reddish, greenish. And then if you look at the back, so how do you know if a plant's going to give you red leaves? You look at the stem. If the stem is going to be is red, there's a good chance that the leaf is going to be red. So so it doesn't mean that this one is, you know, it's still soft, but it's not that like, oh, it has it's more hardened already. You know, it's an older emergent leaf. That's why it doesn't look red, right? You looked at the back, you can see that this is not red at all. Comparing it with this one, which I'm pretty sure is like a pretty pure self, right? You see, the emergent leaves are like totally different. And if you want to test my theory, look at the back. And look at the back. Yeah. And so, yes. Oh, you know what? Since we're on this topic, then we can talk about such a nice segue. We will talk about naming of plants. Because I love naming my plants, and there are people who are like not happy with it. Okay, and so as we have seen from this batch, right, the blue velvet is given to this self of this blue velvet mother plant, and then, you know, it's just like released out into the world. There's a lot of different turn out that there are different versions of this. If you get something that's like, you know, 2020, 2021, I feel like it's probably like highly chance that it is a self. And then if you get something that is like maybe later, I don't know, but like it's probably like contaminated or something like that. You know, one pretty famous blue velvet is actually named the rainbow fish, by this other well-known grower. And you know what, like it deserves this name because it's really like one of its kind. It has like really nice, well, rainbow fish like colors on it, you know. And I was just explaining this to another colleague, you know, fellow plant friend of mine too, that like, you know, this grower named his blue velvet rainbow fish. Yes, because of like its beautiful color. It is one of its kind. It is its own clone, you know. The thing is, I cannot then call my blue velvet there's, yeah, you know what, that's just blue. There's no like rainbowy, I don't know, like, yeah, it has a red emergent, yeah. So I cannot call this the rainbow fish, and then like if I were to cross this, I self this, I cannot call it like rainbow fish self. And if I cross it, I cannot call it rainbow fish crossed with something. This is not the rainbow fish. This is a blue velvet, which I decided to just keep it as a blue velvet. I don't name all my plants. Yes. So this is, you know, yeah, it's a blue velvet. Maybe it's just that I have not like developed attachment to it. I've had it since 2020. So it's been with me for a while. But yes. So it is not the rainbow fish. You want to name whatever plant you want, name it. And then the thing is, we're going back to this quote that I saw on the comment on this Philodendron White Knight Skittles thing, right? Like you can name the plant whatever you want, and the thing is, if people accept it, people accept it. And then if people want to pay money for this plant that you name because of this wonderful name, and also because like they trust you and they love that you are branding this one and blah blah blah, you know, like then there's people who are willing to pay thousands of dollars for this. I don't know, like if I were to name this like okay, so firstly, I cannot name this as rainbow fish because that would be like copying, right? What if I name this like redfish? I don't know. I feel like I'll be embarrassed, and then like you'll also die from like secondhand embarrassment if I were to like, oh, this person got this blue velvet called rainbow fish. I'll call this redfish. And the thing is like yeah, like I wouldn't do that because it's so cringe, Um, this is quite. I mean, the blue velvet is quite common. It's yeah, somebody's probably gonna have something that's identical, but I haven't seen another plant that is identical to the rainbow fish, and I haven't seen another plant that is identical to, well, the my layer right here. Woo! I've never seen a plant, a forgetii that's identical to the my layer. I haven't seen another plant that is like the facehugger, right? The thing is like, yeah, if it's always up to anybody to kind of like say if they like this name on this plant, or like, oh, somebody else should have another plant should have gotten this name, the facehugger. Like, I don't know, you can think whatever you want. But yes, I don't name all my plants, and I name the plant because I'm confident of it owning its name, right? The thing is like, you can name your plant whatever you want. You can name your plant whatever you want, just like how you can name your dog whatever you want. It's one thing for you to then share it with other people, and then it's also another thing that people will receive it or not, right? So some people might be like, I don't know. Some people will be like, no opinion. Some people will be like, oh my god, that sucks. Like, and some people will be like, oh my god, I feel embarrassed for you for calling this plant this name, Or I mean, there's some people who's like questioning, like, oh, why is Doc Block Michelle called Michelle? Well, then there's like a story, right? Oh, it's actually Michelle's actually Doc Block's wife's name, and there's so there is a story to the name. There is a story to the name. While we're on that,